Okay, we are live. Happy full moon. Happy full moon. I will just make sure we are live also on Instagram. And again, I'm streaming to two platforms, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Facebook, it's our private Facebook group. So if you're you'll have to reach out if you want to get in, because I'm offering moon wisdom and moon coaching as a mind body moon coach. So happy full moon in Leo. We are today celebrating the full moon in Leo, and I have this beautiful card here. This is by Yasmin Boland from Moonology, and I definitely encourage you to get these oracle cards and also the diary, Moonology diary, because there's so much moon wisdom inside of that um, book and inside of these cards. And if you are excited about working with the moon and harnessing the power of the moon, then I definitely encourage you to purchase it. And I'm gonna put a link under this live. So today, what a day. I mean, we had a wonderful interview today with my found friend from Witchy Cauldron, and we were talking about rune magic and how she combines like normal life and magical life, and she shared so much. It's in Slovak and Czech only, but we were talking about maybe in the future we're gonna do that in English, because she speaks English, which is amazing. So maybe we're gonna do that sometime in the future this year. I'll have to check it out with her. So that was a wonderful interview. I just got off a webinar with Tony Robbins, which is amazing, and it's gonna last for these 3 days. Yes, tomorrow and Saturday. So if you're not on that, I definitely encourage you. It's called Time to Rise Summit, and it was the first hour was already amazing. So I'm just looking forward to tomorrow and to Saturday, and it's completely for free. So if you're interested in personal development, then I definitely encourage you to check it out. So again, I'm gonna check Instagram, and I'm gonna also check Facebook, because I want to make sure that it's streamed into the Facebook or Facebook private group. So I want to see that, and just feel free to put comments under this video. What are you interested in when it comes to working with the moon? Yes, we're alive there as well. So what you're interested in when it comes to working with the moon. I'm really excited to share with you today more about moon and beauty. And if you want to find out even more and go really deep into all the lunar astrology, then I definitely encourage you to go to Udemy, because my new course, The Power of the Moon, is live. So yeah, we already have some students, and I'm really thankful and grateful to all my students. So that's really exciting, because I love creating these courses about like herbalism and cooking and everything when it comes to health, nutrition, and spirituality. So before I start to share my screen, I want to say that I apply the 80-20 rule. What I mean is that 80% will always be nutrition. It's really, really important to understand that you cannot exercise out your way from bad eating habits. Okay, so nutrition is really crucial. It's the most important thing, and that's why I'm affiliated with the leader in plant-based nutrition. I'm not 100% plant-based, but I really, really believe in putting more nutritional food into our bodies, especially fruits and veggies, because we can never get enough of those. So if you want to find out a little bit more about the leader in plant-based industry, then definitely reach out. But I just wanted to start with that it's really, really important that you take a look at your nutrition. And now I'm gonna share my screen, and really we can start to talk about moon and beauty, because I'm sure you will love that topic. Okay, so let's get started. So today we are talking about moon and beauty, and about maximizing our skin and nails and hair with the moon's energy. And I'm going to also share more about nutrition and exercise during different phases. I'm certified eating psychology coach, so I'm really combining mind-body nutrition principles with the lunar astrology. So let's get started. Really, as humans, and I'm repeating this all the time, that as humans we are naturally experiencing fluctuations, okay, in our mood, but our society expects us to be out and about all the time, which is not possible, right? Because our energy changes through the day, through the month. And disregarding these fluctuations really can lead to full moon crash. Let's be honest. Today, if you were on the roads, you could see that many people were really behaving like lunatics. So that's the full moon crash. So the moon governs not only our ability to digest food, but also our emotions and stress, exercise habits. Okay, so let's look at the different phases of the moon and their impact on our physiology. And then I'm going to address how you can use it when it comes to skincare and nutrition and hair care. Okay, so we are now in the phase of full moon, but I will start with the new moon phase because it's really the beginning of the cycle. So during the new moon, and we talked about this during the first webinar or the second webinar around new moon, about new moon, or the first, yeah, that was the first, about new moon. This is really a moment in time when we should not try to do too much too soon, and complete rest is really advised, and it's more about ruminating and thinking about those next goals, okay, for those goals for the next month. And as the moon waxes, you can reintroduce movement at maintenance level, and as we're going to the full moon, you will be adding more and more heat to your exercise. Okay, and during the new moon is really about rebuilding from the beginning, and we already talked about it during the new moon webinar. Rebuilding your body with nourishing foods. Okay, so what can you add to your diet to fortify the body? and increase your well-being. So really, this is the time to incorporate new habits. For example, if you are following me, you know that I'm in Lipid Vitality Collective, and every month we do the so-called healthy reset. We're going to do it again in February. Excuse me. So I definitely encourage you to join us, because it's really, those 10 days can be life-changing, and we are really changing everything from nutrition to mindfulness, exercise, and so on. So it's really amazing. So if you want to join us, then please do. So as the moon starts moving around the earth, right, it enters the waxing crescent phase, and really, as I said, this is adding. You can start adding more exercise, more heat into your routine, okay? Because your body feels refreshed, because you nourished that body during the new moon phase, okay? So it can really feel good to work hard during this phase. And when it comes to nutrition, if we don't give ourselves enough nutritious foods in this phase, we might feel less resilient and more stressed, and again have that full moon crash, which many of you could see today, right? So really focus on energizing foods during this waxing phase, like protein, really building blocks of your body, okay? And then we come to the full moon, and the full moon, and we can feel it right now. The energy is really electric, and we are now during, like, this full moon is the Leo full moon. So it's really about ego, and so we need to find that balance between our ego and humility and being humble. Okay, so, and we know that full moon is a time of harvest, but also of pruning, because full moon shines light on everything, including those things we don't want to have in our lives. So we should really look closely at habits and relationships that no longer serve us. Okay, we might feel really overwhelmed and exhausted because we didn't nourish our body during that new moon and waxing moon phase. We maybe overdone it with exercise. So this is really the time to say no more often, putting fewer things on our to-do list. And also the great lesson of full moon is sustainability. So really you should transition from intensity to endurance, because you will have after the full moon, you will have 2 weeks of that waning moon energy, and you will really have to fully focus on endurance. Okay, so ensure that the movement or exercise sustains your energy rather than steals from it. And when it comes to nutrition, really we should connect to the pleasurable aspects of eating. And I love this topic because I'm a certified eating psychology coach, and so many of us don't eat to gain satisfaction. We restrict our food, okay? But when we restrict our food, then it can lead to deprivation. And really overeating is just a result of deprivation, because our body feels that it's on a deserted island and it doesn't get what it needs. Okay, and then after the full moon, so after tomorrow, we begin the waning phase. So try to slow down, pause, and I mean, all this cycle, and especially the last quarter phase, teaches us that we don't have to be shiny and bright all the time, right? Because we can get where we want to go, even if our mood and routines fluctuate. And when it comes to nutrition, we really should release during the waning moon phase, all the external messages around food, um, and really use this phase to develop intuitive eating, feeling in our body what does our body good and what doesn't. So that's really, really important. And now I'm sure that many of you will love this topic because it's about hair care. And I reached out to my hairdresser because I was really, really interested um, if there are many people who use the moon phases in their hair care routine. I was pretty surprised that there are some ladies who wait until the exact minute to let their hair cut or dye or do something with their hair or nourish their hair, and they are really, really strict. I'm not that strict. I definitely follow the moon, but I follow more day, not minute. But just to let you know that there are people who really follow the moon to the minute, which again, it can add to stress. So I wouldn't recommend it. But if you, again, you do you. If you want to do that, that's up to you. So when it comes to our hair care, we know that our body is around like from 60 to 80% of water, right? And many specialists and hairdressers believe that capillaries are more dilated during the full moon. So for example, today during the full moon, I applied that special nourishment, okay, when it masks or extra conditioner, because those dilated capillaries absorb more nourishment during this full moon phase. So definitely today and tomorrow, take care of nourish your hair, very important. But let's start from the beginning of the cycle. So during the new moon, hair tends to be weaker. So you can use this phase to nourish your hair with deep conditioner treatments, but don't really overdo it, and don't use harsh treatments during this period, during the new moon period, okay? And if you want your hair to grow quickly, healthily, then opt for a cut during the waxing gibbous phase. And again, you don't have to learn this all by heart because there are lunar calendars and lunar apps which you can use, especially for this, for everything when it comes to hair care and skin care. And again, the full moon is ideal time for hair care. So if you want to trim your hair, apply a mask, conditioner, or other hair care products, then there will be your hair fiber will be particularly strengthened, okay, during this period. So your hair will be more resistant, and it's also perfect time for dyeing your hair because your hair is strong and healthy, okay? So the color will set better, last longer. I definitely encourage you to talk with your hairdresser about this topic because not many hairdressers know this, but really sometimes you come out of a hairdresser and you look amazing and you feel amazing, and sometimes it's not like that. So just check the phase of the moon for that day to have some proof, okay? And it definitely works. And then during the waning moon, hair growth is slower. So this phase is perfect for trimming again, or dyeing your hair if you have like shorter hair, short style, okay, because it can last longer. But again, I encourage you to install an app or have a lunar calendar. I have at least 3, one for lunar gardening, one for hair care, skin care, different languages. So I really love the topic. So that's why I have so many, but you can just have an app if you prefer. And now let's look at skincare routine. And I posted an image with my rose quartz roller, which I really love, and I'll share when do I use it when it comes to moon phases. So again, as with hair, our skin goes through different phases, and again, because our body is from 60 to 80% water, of course it fluctuates during the month. So the new moon phase, really during this phase, it's a beginning, right? So it's the time of calmness, tranquility. So this is a wonderful time not only to take a look at your health routine, nutrition routine, but also at your skincare routine. So you can consider starting a new skincare routine and really try out what's working, and consider like new skincare routine, but mainly hydration, because your skin can feel a little bit like soft. So definitely encourage you to focus on drinking more water. It's not only about putting things on our skin, but the beauty of the skin is or comes from the inside. So of course it's nutrition, as I was talking about 80-20 rule in the beginning. So it's really excuse me, nutrition is really the most important. Getting enough omegas. Okay, we all know that omegas are crucial for health of our skin, and you know that I love our plant-based vegan omegas. I absolutely love them, so I definitely encourage you to get them. And you can even put the omegas on your skin, mix it with some carrier oil like jojoba oil or coconut fractionated oil. So that's really amazing to apply it on your skin for the night. And as the moon waxes, so during the waxing crescent and first quarter phases, your skin's receptivity to nutrients and treatments reaches its peak. Again, it's adding things to our skincare routine until we reach the full moon. Okay, so really think about serums and deep treatments. And we go to the full moon. So really, the skin is sensitive, responsive, okay, to skincare treatments. We're adding again stuff, okay, and we are absorbing more. The downside is that we can feel bloated during the waxing moon phase and full moon phase. So again, that's where nutrition, proper movement comes to place. But really think about adding moisturize your skin, okay? Hydrate yourself, drink enough water. We so very often forget to drink enough water. And then the full moon, of course, heighten energy, clarity, but again, pruning. So we evaluate what's been working for our skin during those 2 weeks of waxing moon, and we get rid of habits and routines that don't serve us. Okay, and full moon is a wonderful, wonderful time for a full moon bath. You can have the bath infused with flowers and essential oils, crystals, even Epsom salt. I love Epsom salt because we all lack magnesium, so that's amazing. And really use that time for healing and regeneration. And then when the moon begins to wane, this is really self-reflection. And I love to use face roller and gua sha stone during this phase because it helps really release not only stress, because we know that massage releases stress, but it also can help to reduce inflammation and minimize fine lines, dark circles. So I'm going to post a video tomorrow how I use the tomorrow or some other day when during the waning moon phase, because I use it during the waning moon phase because really it helps to promote skin brightness. But again, it's not only about what we put on our skin, but our the beauty of the skin comes from inside. So again, excuse me, I've been talking a lot today, so that's why. So it's really 80% is nutrition. So you should really, really, and I'm gonna stop the share. You should really focus on nutrition. Very, very important. And all these slides are in my new course, The Power of the Moon, which you can find on Udemy. And I'm going to post a link under this video. And also the live will be on replay on YouTube. If you're not following me on YouTube, then do, because I share recipes and videos, and I try to share them every day. Sometimes it just doesn't happen, but that's okay. So again, Power of the Moon course now live on Udemy. Check out the interview we had today with the wonderful Adela from Witchy Cauldron, because she shared wonderful, wonderful wisdom about rune magic and about how she combines the daily life with rune magic and with other kinds of magic. So that's really a wonderful interview. And I'm going to see you again during the new moon phase. And we're going to talk about moon and business. So how actually incorporate the energy of different lunar phases into our business. So if you're a small business owner, then I definitely encourage you to listen to that, or even make it live to the event. And it's going to be again, like every live is during the new moon and during the full moon. I'm going to definitely add more interviews like today, because it's always wonderful to learn from other spiritual people and witches and people who have some amazing wisdom to share. Okay, so thanks for being here today. Thanks for watching on replay, and I'm gonna see you again next time. Take care. Bye.